Welcome to another episode of Time with Tom, and this is a kind of a periodic thing where we do video snippets with industry thought leaders. My name's Tom Ruesink. I am Vice President of Marketing and Product Management for Cornerstone. We're a leader in travel automation, and today I am very happy to be joined by Michele Simon, and Michele is the general manager of a company that most all of us in the travel industry know, Topaz. So welcome, Michele.
Thanks, Tom. Nice to be here.
And Topaz has definitely been one of the brand standards in fare auditing. How long has it been around? What's kind of been going on with Topaz?
So Topaz has actually been in the travel industry since 1978. So I think we're at 42 years now.
Oh, wow.
We have been in the industry as an answer to airline deregulation. You know, what 78, it was, how do I know now that my agents are getting the best fare when the government's not regulating those fares? So we've been answering that question now for 42 years. And as the industry has changed and things have been with the internet coming into play and all those types of new distribution channels, we are still here basically answering that same question.
So as far as, what goes into, when we talk about the topic of fare auditing, what goes into fare auditing and why is it important?
Yeah, so basically what fare auditing is done for is to make sure that the managed travel program that you have in place, whether that's a managed agency or an online booking tool, are those sources getting you as the the best fare. And that's a matter of looking at live reservations as the agency or the tool books them. And what we're looking for is not necessarily what the traveler's doing, because they do what they do, want what they want. And we're looking to make sure that the agency and tool find the best fares. And that encompasses looking at the policy and how it's being applied, looking at the airline contracts and are they being offered correctly, and making those are utilized as they should be, and just making sure that getting from point A to point B at the best rate is being offered to the traveler.
Interesting. So now coming out of COVID, what's your take? Do you think audits will be more important or less important, and why?
Oh, absolutely more important. There's going to be a big push coming out of COVID to tighten budgets. COVID only impacted the amount of travel, but it did impact the economy and how much money is being spent and what corporations have to spend. So there's definitely going to be a new question from CFOs and the upper management as to, do you need to take this trip? Are we going to get our money back from this trip? So making sure that the trips that are being taken at the best rates and utilizing those budgets is going to be very, very important. The other thing that plays into this is that there was a huge human component that is changing with COVID. A lot of agents were laid off. Some even chose to retire or leave the industry completely. Yeah. So those people that were very familiar with managing those corporate accounts are potentially going to be different. And so they're learning how to manage that account. So making sure that they're doing what they need to do, again, lined up with the budget, is going to be even more important than it has been in the past.
Excellent. I appreciate you kind of shedding a little light. I always, I know Topaz, but really understanding a little bit about what they do and what the whole topic of fare auditing is all about. So you can't leave Time with Tom, Michele, without answering at least one fun question here. So why don't we ask you, where's the most exciting or interesting or most enjoyable trip you've taken?
So I took my son with a group of high school students on a tour of Europe, 9 days, 3 cities. We saw London, Paris, and Rome absolutely took my breath away. Would absolutely love to see it again. The trip in whole was fun, 3 days.
Lots of high school kids,
including travel time. It is a fast tour, so yeah, but Rome in itself, the history and the architecture and everything about it just absolutely took my breath away. So, and being able to experience that with my son before he's too grown to ever want to be with mom was definitely a highlight.
That's something you'll never forget. Well, thank you for joining us today, and
Thanks, Tom.
wish you all the best.
You too.